theory. String theory. That's interesting. Tying strings together. Theoretically or logically and factually. In theory, we bring about things that we can prove into factual knowledge. Bushido, samurai. Samurai understands things and tries to see things that have a form of perfection even through the flaw. You could spend your whole life looking for a perfect blossom and it wouldn't be a wasted life. The theories that you have are seeing alternate universes because obviously they're alternate universes because you said the thing about free will. It's as written because we write it and it is so, and we're translating and conveying and relaying information. Can we do anything about it? It doesn't seem to be so. They seem to be bounded, determined to have World War II, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Auschwitz, and they have that. Okay. So how did the severity of it depends on the reactions of the group. And the less severity of it depends on the reaction of the group. I dream quite grandly, Mr. Kaku, because I have a heart that likes the most beautiful outcome I can conceive or see or mathematically equate. I'm not looking in dreams worlds. I'm looking at possibilities and try to welcome these possibilities in a much more expeditious and intelligent and collective rate. Instead of us have to go through it the hard way, I'd rather go through it the easy way. I'm kind of lazy that way. I applaud your courage. Your courage, Pat Condell's courage, the people that have gotten through to talk to me on YouTube's courage, if any of them are actual human beings taking their kicks in the face realistically. Eddie Murphy last night just surprised me I wonder if he knows or how it works or whatever and stuff like that, but they told you, didn't they, that if you are a young lady that's had a betrayal when you were 4 years old in a bathtub that has made a part of your life very untrusting to certain aspects of your world, and it has affected you until you're a grown woman. I will see this. Okay, this is a group collective connective, and I have a spirit. They call it a synapsis. I have a spirit. I just call it a spirit. I have a life source that many people connect to, transmit and receive with. The way my mind and my brain has been formed, the way I've evolved very efficiently into someone that is how do you say it? I don't know. I feel in computer things, I'm like your broadband in certain ways to some people because they don't have the same internet connections that I do. Does that work? But you don't have to pay. It's free. But don't overload me because the only way you're going to get better yourself is if you be more honest with yourself. I am completely honest, which is why I don't have these problems that you guys do. You tell me and it's like it's a Superman thing. Can he read my mind? See, look at me, shivering like a little child quivering. I've already told you. That happened to me. This happened to me. What were you thinking? I was thinking that. What would you be thinking? Most guys, yeah, I'd be thinking the same thing too. Well, I wouldn't have put myself in that situation. You don't have the courage to do so. You'd rather put yourself in a position to where you're sold out to money and you have more control over your situation. You can sleep with who you wish. You can get sex where you want. And you'll destroy your own world because of your own control mechanisms and your own narcissism and your own cowardness to hide behind your money, what you think is power and value. Solomon 101, the wealth are fools that believe their riches to be high walls of safety. And the pure bait for mercy, and the rich answer with insults. Oh, I wouldn't have done that. Right, because you don't have the courage to go down there with him and fight it out. So you're nothing like him. He's protected, but he's tossed in. And he dives in. Not gleefully, but he does it. I'm going in because I love them. Anyway, it's like that cartoon, that Hercules cartoon. Yeah. Going once, going twice, and he goes right down and gets her back out. That's not supposed to be able to happen. It happened. He'll do it. It's not fear. He doesn't have fear for his flesh. And he knows his soul will be tied to her fate. So if she's in that river of death, he'd be rather, it's Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I would rather be a ghost chasing your soul through all eternity than live without you. Do you understand? So it's very interesting. It has a lot of beauty into it. You've lost your connection to your spiritual roots. You've turned everything into so much science that you've lost the romance of the beauty of Bushido and samurai. You understand? I cut my hair this morning. Eddie told me I needed to do it. It was looking too raggedy on the top. Just make it all uniform and fit better. You gotta look Bushido. Get your kid not to not be going on. Good conversation? Good conversation. I'm proud of you, Michio Kaku. Not many people have the courage to come in and face me. But that's the way it is through all the books, and this is a redemption song. So, the Caiaphas, even the Hitlers, because Hitler was a corporate face entity done by the nameless and the faceless. And they earn their rewards, and we earn our rewards. They arm little fame, but think they control and do it all, but lead us on the brink of insanity and inhumanity. And then they have their poster children, the Adolf Hitlers, the Joseph Stalins, there's always the people behind the scenes running things saying, I was the really big badass that made all this hell possible. Thank you. Can't say I think much of the accommodations, the service, or the creative process and mind behind it all. God gave you free will, though. Do you want better pages in the book? Start out anonymously, and then maybe you can creep your way back up to the surface with the rest of us. But the ones who got their pages in the book just amazingly, the Jesuses, the Spartacuses, the Leonidases, the Mohammeds, the Bob Marleys, the Bobby and Jack Kennedys, they were all very human. The Martin Luther Kings, the Malik Al-Hashabazes, the Malcolm X's, the Fred Hamptons, Angela Davises, and people today. Look at Eddie Murphy coming up to try to say, I think there's a better way, and I'm going to have the courage to do it. It takes courage because they kill people. They kill Whitney Houston. They kill Michael Jackson. They kill Guru. They kill people if they try to do the right thing. They will kill you. They'll kill your children. They'll kill your dog at the airport. They'll kill your child in a hotel room. They'll kill people you care about. That was an accident. Life's just an accident. It's just a mistake that happened in our evolutionary thing. It's all just one big accident. So life is an accident, is death an accident. The more you can make a planned death look like an accident, the more you can lead the ignorant on the ignorant path of stupidity, that it's all just chance and fate. Oh, you're just walking down the street, it was an accident. It was just an accident. Yeah, if he hadn't have done this and that and that. No, John Lennon's murder was very well conceived, very well thought out, and very well planned. Haile Selassie's, Bob Marley's, and if need be so, Guru Keith Elam, and if need be so, Ralph Earl Parsons Jr. And I would go willingly to my death. No. If you're going to murder me, you're going to murder me. I would rather not be murdered. I'm more intelligent than you. I don't murder. I lovingly share the land, manage my own emotions, thoughts, and manage the environment in the most loving, intelligent means possible. I come from the people of Jesus, Moses, David, Muhammad, Abraham, Malachi, Melchizedek, Suzuki, Krishna, Chief Joseph, Cochise. I come from a long line broadband connectors collective. I come from a spiritual group that connects together with faith in the one God. From Allah to Jehovah to Jah to Usan. They turned Krishna into a god, and Krishna is not a god. There is only one God, and that is God that created Krishna, Rama, Vishnu, and all the rest. When you take it and try to put it into demigods and make human beings into gods, you turn it into idolatry. You are a Hindu, but you have lost your way, which is why there were reactions in Buddhism and other reactions to the real God. There is no God but God. God is not beget. God is not begot. God always is, always has been, and always will be. If you turn your spiritual teachers into gods, you have turned yourself into an idol worshiper and have lost your way. So the only way to coexist with the Muslim is understand that those are your spiritual teachers created by God. The real God of the Hindu is but the one God, and there is no God but God. God is not begotten, God is not begotten. That Allah and the Hindu God, a source of creation, are the same God. You have just lost your way because you have made your people into gods. There are messiahs, there are prophets, there are leaders, there are teachers, there are guides. We all students and all teachers, as the prophet and the Messiah Jesus taught us in the Holy Bible, if you can go read, comprehend, and understand. Do you understand? I'm tying your theories together and putting your strings together. They're all alternate universes, and they will expand in different things, given choice and actions. It can branch off of our very own universe, which is really cool. I understand what you're talking about, Michio Kaku. Yeah. That's really deep. But it happens in different, wow. What we have to do is try to find a way, and the best scientific method of not manipulating, but offering the best options and letting the people have access to these best options so they can choose their best options, thus creating their best path for an alternate universe in the future. Past, present, future, the flux. And when they start moving time-space continuums and moving people from the past to the future or the present, that's when you can't move those people from the past to the present because of the toxins, so they have to be moved into the future. They have to stop. Do you understand? It's messing up your molecular structure. You take your best ones and throw them side by side. Yeah. They obviously wanted to obliterate me and the one like me because I was the devil for saying that we're all, yeah, but it leads us into this great peaceful world, but they want their world and not the one they're getting. The one they're getting is, well, there wouldn't be this expansion universe. That's that whole thing, the string theory with the one on the other side of the universe. You get it? And it's, yeah, it's neat. It's not just based on theory, it's based on scientific evidence that we have ways of collecting, relaying, transmitting, comprehending, and understanding the information in the future because we're getting relative communications through very reliable sources, and you're becoming more reliable because you're having better faith. Do you understand me? Return to your ways of Bushido. Perfect your craft, but do it with great faith and belief in something greater than you that created you and made these molecular configuratory relative communications possible so you can help the group as a whole in the most beautiful, balanced, and humane and intelligent way possible. Bushido is very wise. Me and my son Patrick are very Bushido. I always wanted to visit Japan when I was a child, and I always knew why. The honesty was almost brutal. My Okinawan aunt, she's not Japanese. Okay. He's just giving that thing. He was not strong enough to open it. She just told me straight up, and I was like, well, I loosened it for her, but she wasn't saying it to be mean. She was just telling the truth. And then she laughed about it. And I laughed too. She thought we were joking. I took it personal, like, man, that hurt my feelings. Because in our society, you can't be honest. And the truth of it was, I couldn't get the sucker opened. I tried. Pancho opened it. Shit. I loosened it up for her. It was funny. It was either Pancho or Val. It was probably Val. Val was strong. And I just didn't have the endorphin release to get that thing off of there. I can't beat the shit out of or do things to impress people. I can only do it to impress God. Not impress God, but fulfill God's will. So when my endorphins went off, I was, protecting my daughter from an irrationally created situation. So when he hit me, I didn't even feel it. But if I went up there to try to look badass, to try to prove myself to Jennifer Lopez, I'd probably get my ass kicked. Unless, of course, they were doing something really to hurt her, my planet. That was it, Michio. Thank you. Yes, I see their buying and their selling as a direct conflict to the rational living on planet Earth that will kill my children in irrationality. So I would end up ripping their head off and snapping it off. Okay, thanks. You're cool. Thanks. All right. You got my back. Bro. I like you now. I'm just kidding. I liked you anyway. I was just getting very mad, but we were fighting. Yeah, it was almost like it's almost like Katsumoto and the Emperor. You're more in an Emperor position. I'm more in the Katsumoto thing. I'm off in the mountains, hidden, and he's looking to his teacher for answers, and he goes, if you don't find the answers, we have nowhere to go. They all look to you, and they all listen to you. You are the rising sun, and you are do you understand? I can't give you the answers. I am not Emperor. You are Emperor. And if I make you into what I would make you into, and I would become a tyrant like the rest of these men that are trying to turn you into these Western ways, that would put our people into a feudal system that has them in a perpetual slavery to this new mechanization from the West, and doesn't let them protect their environment, perfect their craft, and remain Bushido. We can learn from these people, but only if we make it very Japanese and work Japanese in our Bushido way. And then we start to respect the Okinawan and the Korean and everybody else. It's a matter of respect. If you want to be treated with respect, you have to give respect. It's very Bushido. Wakarimasu? Is that what it means? I think, is that kind of like, hi? Okay, good. I'm not really good with Japanese. George Takei's not really. He's no help. He's always making me laugh. It's like Matthew Badari, man. George Takei is no help at all. He's constantly joking. I love him. Oh my God, I love him. It's not that kind of movie, George. No. Strangely enough, I do kind of find you particularly attractive. Can you put on a wig? I'm just kidding. You would look good. You know, yeah, you'd look like that one lady, that Japanese lady that does that dance on the Bruce Lee movie. You don't have a body like that, though. It's her body. Her face is nice, but the body just really kind of caps it off for me. I like female breasts and vaginas. Yeah, George, I do. I'm a sucker for women. You saw that? Okay. Never mind. Let's not talk about that. Ralph has to detach from that outcome. Ralph can't be attached to certain outcomes that he wants for himself. His outcome has to be related to the whole group as a whole. If my outcome turns out being really cool in the process, zang. Is that Cantonese or Mandarin? Do you know? I'm Japanese. Not gonna. He's funny. You ought to hang out with George Takei. Do you know him? He's a very funny man. He is a completely sarcastic, obnoxious, and has a lot of loving intelligence in him. Have you been sexually interfacing with a lot of intelligent men? Okay, he's funny. Oh, for crying out loud. You don't think that's funny? I'm all trying to be all serious and lead into these ones. Well, the next feeds are very deep and can be quite intense and disturbing to a lot of people, and George would like them to know that. And the kids shouldn't be disturbed because that's what I was singing in the shower. There's a song from a children's movie called what is it? Dreams. It's the one about Joseph by DreamWorks, and there's a song. You know better than I. You know the way. I'll take the answers you supply, 'cause you know better than I. It was just basically giving things over to the God who gave the group free will, and so it'll work with the group as the way it's supposed to, and I will take the answers supplied by God that's just given free will to the group. I will not be a tyrant and force my will on other people. Thank you, George Takei. Yes, George Takei. Yeah. Sulu from, not Harold from Harold and Kumar, no, Sulu, the original Sulu, from the one that Eddie Murphy jokes about in Delirious. It's boom, 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 boom. Yeah, he's the original Sulu, and he is a homosexual male. And I'm proud to say that I really like the man. And telekinetically, I guess we're friends. But this is the way I think we've accepted the fact that this is the way we're going to talk to the one they call the Messiah from the Hebrew line. John says it too, and I hate like this. I hate cell phones and texting and letters and stuff. I'd rather hold your hand, look in your face, and give you a big hug. You can give me a kiss. Just a smack on the lips. No Jim Carrey jokes and stuff like that. Please, George, it might traumatize me. Oh, come on. You all know who I want to kiss. Myself. Ha! Thank you. Ha! Sorry, you like the Delirious too. It's very funny. The fart is the first two, and then he corrects himself. You know, I make fun of everybody, so get over it. Eddie does do that. He's a trip. Wow, he was blowing me mind at first. I was laughing, but I'm like, this is just mean. And then when he corrected himself, I was like, that's better. Yeah, you're making a lot of came in very angry. Then all of a sudden, when you corrected yourself, we all said, you do have a nice butt, Eddie. That's funny. Okay, see, you've met George Takei, I take it. Okay. You guys, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry I had to kick your ass. That's what I do. I'm a badass. It's what I do. I have to come in and kick it. I'm me, and I have to do it my way, and this is the group, and we're all connecting. That has to be entertaining so they learn. I would prefer less entertaining ass-kicking and more getting together. Dude, White Castle, let's go. Bring Harold and Kumar. Let's jump in Flea's Bronco and put in some Wilson Phillips. I know that there is pain, but if you hold on for one more day, break free from the pain. Someday somebody's gonna make you want to turn around and say goodbye. Till then, baby, are you gonna let her make you cry? Don't you? I don't know the words, man. I'm sorry. I'm just not that gay. I think it's a very beautiful song. We'll put it on today. All right. We'll put it on last. We could save the best for last. Vanessa Williams said that's a dang good song. That is a pretty woman. That's a good song, dude. We can put that one on last. I don't know. We'll just weave it, all right? We'll see how it works out, all right, George? Beam me up, Scotty. What factor? Here we go. Take her out of here. Let's go, Mr. Sulu. We'll see how this works. See if it works for you guys, if you can help lead yourselves to peace, or if we just sit here and this is just all just part of your entertainment while you sit and watch the world die. That's very pseudo of you, Ralph. It is. I love you guys. Thanks for the help. I try to tie this all together. Thank you. I was very honored by this, my brothers. I appreciate it. And Eddie Murphy, thanks for coming in, man. I know it's very exposing when you expose yourself to me. That you're very brave. I'm very proud of you. I love you very much for that. It was cool. I was totally not expecting that, man. It's beautiful. I get it. So you know Jennifer Lopez too? Everybody knows Jennifer Lopez but me. That's all right. I can love it. I'm only the Messiah. That's okay. If you got Messiah written on the back of your jacket, if it wasn't for me, to Jesus, you wouldn't have these little crucifixes and all these buildings and all these foundations and all these charities if it wasn't for my family and me. I'm just kidding around with you. You're funny. I love you too. All right, man. Man, maybe hopefully someday I'll be able to give you a hug too. No, you can't kiss me on the lips either. No, you keep Carrie away from me. And Cohen, don't even bring that man in the room. He's insane. Oh, I will kiss all the women. Oh, shit. Hi. Well, we got to practice French. Bring Nicole Sessinger to my room, and I'll have to find out how well we really knew each other in past Figatory states. Naked, that would be nice. That's funny. I love you, Eddie. God, you need to knock it off. That's funny. I don't want to talk about that. Have you seen that woman makes me just... Vanessa Williams? No, I only need one woman. I don't know who the one woman is. I'm not God. I don't know. You're confusing me. Stop it. You're making me think with my penis. That's not really that. Shut up. Oh, so that's why you get distracted. You got a bigger dick than I do, so it's more distracting when you start thinking of your penis. That's a good cop-out, Eddie. All right. Let's hold on to that one, see how it works. That's why I think better. I have an average penis, you've got a large penis, so you think largely stupider when you're thinking with your penis. It's a good excuse. I think largely stupid. So now that's not a good excuse. Why? Well, because all the men with little dicks are running the world, and they ain't thinking right, though. They must have dicks for heads. They should go limp. That's Lopezology 101. Hey, that's a smart family. So you know that if you're from the New York, dude, I ain't got time for this. I got to get going to the library. Knock it off. No, I got to take Delirious back and grab another couple movies to left. I'm going to look for Richard Pryor in concert. I'm quite sure they don't have it. But I'm going to look for other comedians. Maybe they've got it up. Maybe they've got one of the... Nah, they wouldn't have Fluffy. Maybe they got George Lopez. I don't know. Maybe Cheech and Chong. Oh, look. We'll ask Ryan or I think her name's... I can't remember her name. Gosh darn it. A beautiful young lady that works back there who's really kind and sweet and intelligent, or Ryan, who's really beautiful, kind and sweet and intelligent. I agree, George. Ryan's a great kid. He's married to a woman, has kids. Yeah, he's straight. He is very beautiful. He is a beautiful man. They're both equally beautiful, man and woman. I don't see things in that way. I just see beauty. I just see love. It's like brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, sons. It's just beautiful to share with them. Denise is very beautiful. I forget the other, but they're all just very beautiful people at the library. They're gorgeous. Which, yes, I would, but no. George, Eddie Murphy. Look, it's not all about sex. Don't bring salt and pepper and spin. No. We'll talk to them tomorrow. I'll talk to them tonight. No. Oh, I hate you two. because you know what you do to me. You guys, you're so fine. I can't fill your order. I'm only average size kind of thing. I'm not a man. What am I? I might be. Like, Eddie Murphy, I hate you. I hate you too, George Sakai. Stop laughing. Okay, we're going to get through these. This one will help you through the other two. The other three are quite serious. So this is how we're going to do them because it keeps their attention, Michio Kaku. I know you guys like it better when I'm looking at the trees and talking because you can focus better. I agree. Those ones are easier for me to follow too because I can listen better. And I listen better when I'm not looking at my face, but most people prefer a face because they're used to being manipulated, indoctrinated. Don't look at my face. Just turn it off. Just listen to it and walk around the room and you'll listen better. Don't be attached to me. Be attached to an outcome that is beautiful and greater than our design that we want for ourselves. So just listen and see if the words help you. The face is irrelevant. All right? Thanks, guys. All right, I love you very much. You guys are so why'd you do that, Eddie? You're mean. You know how, I mean, I'm like a horn dog in heat for women like, yeah, I ain't had sex since 1974. I'm joking, but you know what I mean? You're evil. I have great control of my penis, and to be tortured like this is completely evil. No, it's beyond evil. No, I can't work it. No, I don't want to flip it and reverse. Shut up, Missy. I love you too. I hate you, women. I hate you. Hate you. Hate you. No, it's only because I can't start doing that with all of you. Every one of you. I wish I could, but I can't. I just need one good woman to do it. Yeah, I love loving. It's healthy for Ralph. It's like Purine. Did you ever watch Anjin San? It's good for men. Purine. It's very Japanese. I gotta go. And African. And everything in between. Every can in between. And I gotta go, girls. I hate you. I love you. Oh, God. Okay. I hate you, Eddie Murphy. I love you. You're such a brat. Maybe we'll get a hangout. No kissing. All right? No kissing. Just hugging. Kissing on the cheek. No Jim Carrey. Stay away from Carrie. He's crazy. Cohen, no booty in the face unless it's salt and pepper. Okay, I'm just and you too, Missy. Okay, I like your. Leave me alone. You guys are mean. I love you, meanies. Meanies. Do y'all know Miss Lopez, Jada? Yeah, meanies. Evil people. Evil. I love you too. Just keep suffering. I will. Thank you. Blessings and peace. I love you too.